Temaribet lamchi Temaribet lanta.
Hello class, welcome to Temaribet. I am your general science instructor. Today we are looking at a very interesting topic which is about subatomic particles. We know that every matter is made out of the subatomic particles, but how to identify how many number of proton, electron or neutron does each matter containing? So in our today video we will try to identify how to get the number of each particles. Follow me. Atom has basically three subatomic particles. Those are proton, electron and neutron. Proton is positively charged, which found inside the nucleus, and electron is negatively charged, which is opposite to the proton, and it's also found outside the nucleus. And neutron is zero charged. As the name indicates, neutron, which is neutral, either positive nor negative, which is found together with the proton inside the nucleus. Let's look with the diagram here. So the proton and neutron are found inside the atom, and electron revolve around the nucleus. So the mass of matter is determined by the nucleus actually, which is the sum of the proton and neutron. And electron, as you observe here, it occupies a lot of space, so the volume of the atom is determined by the electron as well as its properties. And now we will look how to find the number of particles. Like if we have a single element, and if we are trying to calculate the number of proton, electron and neutron, we have to use these basic formulas. The first one is atomic number, which symbolized by Z, and the other one is mass number, which is symbolized by A. So we can express mass number as A and atomic number as Z. When we put with symbol, it looks like this. X stands for the symbol of element, any element, and Z is written at the bottom of the symbol behind, and A is written at the top behind of the symbol. So we look with examples. Atomic number is always equivalent to number of proton. So if you look the number of atom or atomic number in a symbol, that shows you the number of proton. So no need to calculate, just taking the atomic number. But mass number is calculated by the sum of proton as well as neutron. So mass number, as I told you here, it is the two subatomic particles, proton and neutron, found inside the nucleus. So the mass is interpreted from the nucleus part, so which is the sum of the proton and neutron. Now let's see with examples. Now let's see how to calculate the number of particles from a given symbol of element. And every matter has, or every element has, a symbol, atomic number and mass number. We mostly get in a periodic table. So example, here 6, C and 12 is written. C stands for the element carbon, which is a symbol of carbon. And now we'll try to investigate which one is atomic number, which one is mass number, and also how to calculate number of particles from it. So From here, as you observe it, Z stands for atomic number. So over here, Z equals to 6. Or the atomic number of the carbon is here 6, because it is written at the bottom of the element, at the bottom behind of the element. And mass number, which symbolized as A, here the mass number of the carbon given is here 12. So now let's interpret the number of proton, electron, and neutron by using the atomic number and mass number. In our definition, we say that atomic number is always equivalent to number of proton, which is equal to P. Z equal to P. P stands for proton. So over here, the number of proton of carbon means 6, because Z we get from this the given symbol, which is 6. And the second one is electron. Electron we symbolized as E. In neutral atom, electron and proton are always equivalent. In neutral means when there is no charge here. As you observe here, there is no charge. There is no positive or negative charge. So if there is no any charge, always electron and proton are equivalent, which is equal to the number of proton. But this happens only when the element is in neutral state. So the number of electron here is 6 as the proton, because the proton is equivalent to the atomic number 6. So electron is also here 6, because there is no charge. Now, how to calculate the number of neutron from the mass number and atomic number? We symbolized by n equivalent to A minus Z. Or easily, we can get the number of proton by deducting the mass number to atomic number. So by deducting easily downward, we can get the number of neutron. Here A is given as 12 and Z is given as 6. So the number of neutron here as well 6. So the number of proton here we get 6 from the atomic number. The number of electron in neutral state is also equivalent to the proton, which is also 6. And the number of neutron is calculated from the mass number and atomic number by deducting atomic number from mass number. Let's see another example. Here this is the symbol of aluminum. The atomic number and mass number is given. So here 13 shows the atomic number Z, which is always equivalent to proton. So which is 13. So the number of proton here is 13. And there is no charge. The atom here is neutral. So which is also equivalent to P. So electron is also 13 here. Now let's calculate the number of neutron. Neutron is A minus Z, or mass number minus atomic number, or here the mass number is at the top A and Z is here. So when we deduct the atomic number from the mass number, we get 27 minus 13. So in this case, the number of neutron becomes 14. So now it differs. But in case if it has charge, let's say Al3 plus, is it neutral? No, here it has charge. In this case, the number of proton and neutron will not be equal. Here the number of atomic number and mass number are still the same, but this symbol contains ion or contain charge. So in case of this, proton will not be changed, always the same as Z, which is 13. But in this case, electron will not be equal. So in this case, A is not equivalent to P. So in this case, we will not take the number of electron as proton, because as you observe here, it has charge. This is not neutron. It is charged. In case of this, since it is positive charge, we'll deduct from the number of proton. Here, there is 3 positive charge. We call the electron is negatively charged, so we'll deduct 3 here. So electron here, in this case, P minus 3. So 13 minus 3, the number of electron in this case, it becomes 10. It's not equivalent to proton. But neutron is calculated as usual by deducting Z from A, or A minus Z, which is 27 minus 13, which is equivalent to 14. The number of proton and neutron are always the same, whether it is charged or not. In neutral state, in charged state, they are always constant. The only subatomic particle that are affected when there is charge, whether it is positive or negative charge, the electron will be changed. When it is positive charge, the electron will decrease because electron is negatively charged. When it is negatively charged, the electron will increase, or it will be greater than the number of proton. So we have seen that how to calculate the number of each particles in a single atom. So we have seen how to calculate the atomic number, mass number, as well as the 3 subatomic particles in neutral state as well as in charged states. So could you calculate the number of proton of oxygen, OH, and 60 in a common section? Put the number of proton, neutron, and electron. I hope this video is very helpful. Don't forget to share and leave your answer in a comment section. Join our community in TikTok, Telegram, Facebook, and YouTube channel. See you.